Nirvana playing, superstar no rookie. But she told me where he staying at, apartment, place, and street. So I pulled up, looking through a window, he beating his meat. I'm like, cool, wear him like a jet, since he like to ski and he got money. I'ma take his life and then I'll take his green. So I back up and I grab the brick, I merged it at his crib and he get up, but he slow as fuck cause he ain't grab his blick. He look confused, he open up the door but don't know who it is. I up my
Hello guys, Bad5 here, back again with another video, and in today's video we're gonna do, by the title, what if Deku had an atomic flame quirk? Yes. Thank you for 30 subscribers. This is the 30 sub special. I love y'all. And let's get straight into this what if. So we're gonna start off when Izuku was born. When Inko gave birth to Izuku in Memphis Hospital, she gave birth to 2 children instead of 1. A girl and a boy. Izumi Midoriya and Izuku Midoriya. Izuku being older than her just by 5 seconds. Let's skip to when they're 2 years old. When they're 2 years old, Inko and Hisashi would have arguments and they would drift far, far apart. They would later then divorce by when Deku's 3 years old. 2 years later, Deku's 5 years old now, in kindergarten, when Inko would remarry to Toshinori, All Might. Deku, he would know that Toshinori is All Might, and thinking that All Might's his father, life would be so much easier. But he was wrong. Let's skip to when they go to school. When they go to school, Bakugo had developed his explosion quirk. Everyone would praise him for it in class. Day after day after day, people would get quirks. And the kid with wings, the kid with stretchy fingers, a kid that could stretch his arms, a kid that could teleport, a kid with super speed. All these kids would have so many different quirks. Then Izumi would get a quirk. Water manipulation. So she's basically a rip-off Katara. So yeah, she's basically the white Katara. Waterbender. She could literally grab air from literally out of thin air. Deku was the only one that has not developed a quirk. They would take him to the quirk doctor and he says that he has a quirk, it's just not yet awakened. His parents are disgusted by him. We don't want to have no quirkless child. So they would treat Deku bad. They would beat him for no reason. If any time Izumi cried, they would beat him, they would spit on him, they would give him the scraps to their food. They would force him to clean up, even the things he didn't make a mess for. If their dog peed inside the house, he would have to clean it up. Deku would basically be their slave. Deku would ask All Might why would they treat him like this, but he says, I don't know. Why are you quirkless? Deku says, I have a quirk, it's just not yet awakened. As he would say, you're talking back, as he would slap Deku in the face, Deku crying on the floor. As he would run away to his room. He would be extremely sad, questioning why people treat him so wrongly, and did him so wrong. He would go to class every day with bruises all over his body. Even the kids at school would treat him horrible for years on, including Izumi. She didn't care for Deku. If her parents treat him this way, she would think it was okay herself. The teachers would be concerned for Deku's well-being, but they wouldn't really do anything because her parents would just say that, oh, Deku's really clumsy at home. And Izumi would agree. So, one day, Deku comes to school as they're chilling, right? As when recess comes, they're playing inside, this time since it's raining. Bakugo tries to fire an explosion at Deku, but Deku would back up. When he jumped backwards, green flames would ignite from his feet, burning holes through his shoes, as he would fly all the way up into the sky, falling into the bookshelf. The teachers would rush over and check if Izuku was okay, and they would say yes. They would call Inko and Toshinori to come pick up Deku. All Might had just defeated some villains, so he was still in his buff form. And let's just say the All For One incident didn't happen yet. So All Might, when he could go from his buff form to his normal form, and his normal form is still kind of muscular. So he would be in his buff form as he would come and pick up Deku. They would say that your son has developed a quirk. You must take up to the quirk doctor immediately. They would take Deku to the quirk doctor, saying it's some useless quirk, I bet. They would go, as the doctor would say, your son's quirk is called atomic flames. He's able to produce flames from his feet and hands. As Deku would hearing this would be delighted, as he would ask his parents if he could become a great hero with his quirk, as all they would say is, no, you'll be nothing, as they would leave. The doctor not hearing this. They would go home as Deku's completely sad. Deku's around 7 years old at this age, and he is like, just doesn't care anymore. He's losing his well-being to stay alive. We're gonna skip to when Deku's 10 years old. When Deku's 10 years old, he's become the new little Tay. He's stole people's phones, robbed people, just for the fun of it, just so he could live. He has stole someone's watch, as you can see, stole people's shoes, and so on. He's a thief. He would be growing up in the gangs and areas like that. He wouldn't join any because he knew that they would literally beat the living shit out of him if he tried to join. Deku, they wouldn't really care where Deku would be, leaving the house or anything. Now we're gonna cut to middle school when Deku is 15. When Deku's 15, he would basically join gang. He would join a gang. He would be an op in everyone's streets. This man would rob people. He was thinking of robbing a bank, but he knew that his parents would know his quirk since he's the only person in the world with that quirk. Yes, that's how rare his quirk is. But he would be associated in gangs. He would be jumping people, robbing people, and other things like that. This nigga is really on X Games mode. I'm talking shit, bro. He really, like, you would be scared of this nigga, bro. He's rocking blickies, underage, bro. Literally just pulling his blicky out on everyone. Literally, he's literally participating in fucking shootouts and shit. He's fucking on drugs, bro. He's in shootouts and stuff, bro. So he would go to class as they would say, the teacher would do what he does in canon, saying, you're gonna fill out your job applications, as he would throw the papers up in the air, saying that I know all of you guys want to be heroes anyways, so it's a waste of time. Everyone will start showing off their quirks, except for Deku, because he will literally burn through his shoes. So says there's two people wanting to go to UA. Deku and Izuku and Bakugo. But Deku never really showing off his quirk in class, but mostly he has literally a gun in his pants. So Bakugo say, you nerd, drop out of UA, as he will fire explosion at Deku. Deku would dodge as he would punch him in his stomach, flashing his gun as you really want the smoke. As he will pull down his shirt and sit back down and sit back down. My man's literally he rocks guns right now since he doesn't like using his quirk like that. They would say no quirk usage in class. As Zach would say whatever as he would sit down. He would always get A's on his homework and tests, even though he would fall asleep in class most of the time. He would not even pay attention. Even when he is up, he would always find an excuse to leave class early. Deku, the teacher would say, class is dismissed. Don't ever come back to the school unless you become famous pro heroes. And yeah, 'cause I really need a raise. Deku will go out, as you say, 10 months to go to UA. It would be him and Iz, Izumi's birthday. So Deku will go home to see them celebrating Izumi's birthday. They would be like, congrats on Izumi for getting recommended by All Might to get sent to UA. Deku would say, could I get a recommendation? And he says, you have to earn your stuff. Ungrateful. As he would try to slap Deku. Deku's not tolerating this, as he would literally push his hand out the way. As he would walk to his room, he would say, who the hell do you think you are? As Deku would say, you're not my real, who the hell do you think you are? You're not my real father. As he would spit on the ground, he said, clean that shit up. As he would slam his room door. All Might will burst through and say, who the hell do you think you're talking to? As he would take off his belt, about to beat Deku. Deku would take out his gun, as he would say, yo, try me and I'll blow your head off. As he says, want me to send you to jail? Get the fuck out of here. I want you to pack your shit. You're leaving this house. And Deku says, I'll just kill you and Izumi and Inko if you want that shit to happen. I'll get a fucking gang ride in this bitch. He's like, we'll see if they could take on All Might. He says, we'll see. As he will put his gun away, as All Might would leave his room. Deku is now 16 and 10 months to go to UA. He knows what he has to do. He starts training at the beach. He would clear the beach himself. He gaining muscles, and he would work on his hero costume as well, like how you see in the picture. He would find some Jordans that are flame resistant, as he was able to ignite flames in these shoes without burning through them. Perfect size and everything. Deku would clear off the entire beach, lift weights, and hit the gym every single week. The final day to come to UA, as Deku would just rest. He would get ready, flashback moment. While he's clearing off the beach, he got 2 tattoos on his legs. One saying angel and one says devil. One on his right leg and one on his left. That's what those tattoos say. I do not read no Japanese. I'm making this shit up, okay? So, Deku would get ready. He will put on his hero suit as he will pull up at UA. The entry exam. He would nail the first exam, the written exam. He was just naturally gifted with intelligence, so he passed it in a breeze. Now, with the entrance exam, everyone's looking at Deku because he looks literally depressed and shit. As they're like, what is this? As President Mark will say 3, 2, 1, go. As Deku would blitz off, literally destroying robots, burning them, kicking them. Deku had ignited his hand with green flames as he's punching the robots and not injuring himself. He's destroying robots as they're like, that kid's only 16? No way. He must be way older than that, because they see the tattoos on his leg. Deku's blitzing, destroying robot after robot. There's barely any robots for everyone else. As the zero pointer comes, All Might releases the zero pointer already, seeing how Deku's succeeding so good. Baka goes right behind him on his tail. He will see Uraraka, as he would say, that girl's gonna die, as he would boost up with his shoes fire. As everyone's like, whoa, what the hell? Is that a missile? Because his man is moving like super fast, like Shinra. As he would blitz up there, as he would literally 360 backflip mid-air, literally smashing the head of the zero pointer, destroying it, making as big of a crater as with One for All. Izumi is not doing good. No, Izumi got a non-recommendation, so she's already in. My bad. So, he gets in first place. All Might says, what type of stunt did you pull off there? Did you cheat? As Deku says, so you're the man that so you were the one that released the zero pointer. Huh, I knew it. As he would say, Why you? Deku says, don't worry. I know UA has dorms, so I'm moving out anyways. I hope it gets lonely with you here. Number one hero. And Inko would say, don't dare talk to your father like that. As he would say, father? I could barely call you my mother. The hell are you talking about? As he will walk out the room. Mr. All Might will grab his shoulder and says, kid, I know we have a bad memory, past, but you can't talk to your mother like that. You're so disrespectful. You won't last a day anyway. As Deku would push his hand away and say, you really think I need your pep talk? We have a bad history. Obviously, we have a bad fucking history. All you did was say, I'm not worthy. You fucking corrupted my fucking mom. I fucking hate you. Hope everyone kills you. As he will walk out the room. Deku losing his mental completely. There will be no drawbacks to his quirk, which surprises everyone. He would show up to you in UA as he would bump into Izumi. Izumi would say, so you got in. As Deku would say, get on my way. As he would just push past her also having green hair. He would go sit down as Uraraka would walk up to him and say, thank you for saving me. As Deku says, no problem. Let's just say, All Might didn't think that Deku would get in, so he suggested that everyone could wear what they have to wear their hero costumes all the time. So Deku would wear his hero costume back to school in his J's. Mr. Aizawa says, it took y'all a freaking minute to shut up. Besides you. What's your name, green hair boy? You're the one that destroyed that 0-pointer with just one kick, as Deku says. Yeah, my name's Zuko. As you say. Like you already, kept it short and brief. Well, everyone, get their asses outside right now. We're doing a test. Whoever goes in last will get expelled. They're like, what? As they would go outside. He would say, first place kid, come here. As he would toss him the ball. He's like, I want you to launch the ball as far as you can. And Dick would say, okay. As he would cock back his hand all the way, using all of his power, as he would yeet that thing using the atomic flames, sending that flying. I mean, that thing flew. Gone. Gone, bro. He said, 100,000 meters? Everyone's jaws are dropped. He's like, alright, sorry for that cutout. Someone was calling me. My boy was calling me. So, like I was saying, Kirishima will walk up to him and say, why are you treating her so horrible? She's your sibling. As I could say, listen, there's some things that you just don't know. As he would walk away. Deku would then get first place, so Aizawa would congratulate him with the ice pop. He's like, the rest of you guys are failures, as he would walk away. Baku grunting his teeth and say, that nerd. And he would walk up to Deku and say, Deku, you're my rival, as Deku says. Challenge accepted. Bro, you did pretty good in the entrance exam, Deku would say. He's like, obviously, I'm gonna be the number one hero, as Deku says. I doubt that. First, we have to kill All Might. As he's like, what? Kill All Might? No, why would we do that? As Deku says, I'm joking. Want to go get some ice cream later? As you say, yeah, sure, Deku. Why are you being so nice to me? I used to bully you back in high school. I mean, back in middle school. As you say, yeah, well, now we're in high school. We're mature. As he would smile. As he would turn his back. Everyone's like, how, they would ask Bosco, how old is he? He's like, he's only 16. As they're like, and he has tattoos? He's like, listen, there's some things that you just don't know. As he will walk away. Bakugo would be associating with Deku in these gangs, but he would bully him like in school and shit to like keep his reputation up. So Deku would leave as he would just chill on top of the roof where All Might was there. All Might would say, seems like you got first place. Deku says, obviously. As he would just jump off the building. He says, what the hell? As Deku would just fly away. with his atomic flames. He would say, I'm leaving the gang and everything like that. I just got in the UA. They would congratulate him and stuff like that. He would pull back up in UA, looking drippy. Now we're gonna skip to the USJ. So when the USJ started, everyone would be asking each other what's their quirk, because Deku would say, they would get to Deku, as they would say, my quirk is his quirk. He says that my quirk is atomic flames. They will say, whoa, cool. And they would go to Izumi, and he says, what's your quirk? As Deku says, as he will laugh, as they were like, what's so funny? As he's like, she has the useless ass quirk in the world. She can control water. As he would laugh. They're like, why are you messing with her? As he says, you'll understand soon enough. They were like, oh, okay. He's a bully. Besides Bakugo, no. Deku told him when they went out for ice cream and chill instead, like, about what happened. So he knows. They're chilling. They're the bros. They're the homies right now. Deku, they will pull up at the UA as the villains will come in, blah, 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 get teleported to the thing. So, Deku would devise the same plan, but he says, don't. He says, don't pick on me, just get Mineta. They're like, what? That's a suicide mission, Midoriya. Says, don't worry. And he would touch Mineta. He will light Mineta's balls on sticky grapes on fire. Yes, sticky grapes on fire. And he would fling them at the water because it's burning, and so it would keep just respawning. As the water's completely burning all the water villains, as Deku would say, fire typhoon, as a fire tornado would hit the water, burning up all the villains. As the fire wouldn't evaporate out after the water. Deku would swim back over to land, because he just wanted to go for a swim. Deku would run, and when he would see the Nomu about to hit Uraraka, something would flash. His eyes would turn light blue as he would blitz over there in little seconds. As he's gone, no one knows where. It's just a light blue and green blur. As he would punch the Nomu so hard with his flames. I mean, that thing went flying and hit the wall. Shigaraki's in shock. Everyone's in shock. What the hell just happened to Deku? Deku is breathing heavy as his eyes go back to green. He's like, she will help up Uraraka. He says, you're okay? And she says, yeah. And she will blush a little bit. The nose would crack its neck as Shigaraki says, get him! As Deku would throw big fireballs at it repeatedly, as he would say, Bakugo! As Bakugo would rush in there with his explosions, he would bounce off Deku. Deku would push his feet, as he would literally say, 360! He would say, 360 explosion unit! As he would do this, literally exploding the Nomu back a few feet, as Deku would appear out of nowhere, uppercutting it, sending this thing flying into the sky. As while it's about to land back, he would kick it dead in its spine. He would hear a crack on Mortal Kombat type shit, bro. Literally, the thing cracked. Everyone's like, what? They're a perfect duo. As he would say, I'm gonna end this. As he will light the entire Nomu on fire. The entire Nomu's burning up. It's like, screaming out in pain. Izumi would try to keep on putting out the fire because he wants Deku to literally get hurt, like, so bad. As the girls would literally hold her back. She's like, what the hell are you doing, Izumi? And she's like, as she keeps on trying to throw water on it. Deku would just put up the middle finger towards her as he will walk away. The rest of the villains are toast. As they start to try to retreat, Deku's like, you can't get off that easy. As he would blitz over there, literally lighting them all, literally touching them, lighting them all on fire. They're literally all burning up. Their skin is melting away. You literally see their pure flesh. Deku is destroying them. All Might would say, I am here, blah, 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 as he would try to take all the credit, but everything got caught on camera. Mr. Aizawa was recording this. He wanted to see if his students could really handle this, because they said that they got it. And if anything happens, we'll just tell their parents that they died. Yeah, they offered this job to themselves. They would go back to class. Everyone's like, woo, complimenting Bakugo and Deku on their amazing teamwork as Izumi's mad. They're like, what's wrong with Izumi? There's something wrong with her. She tried to put out the flames, but she couldn't because she's too weak. Kaminari says, as Jiro would hit him with her earphone. Deku says, "It's kind of rude, Denki." Denki would say, "Sorry, she just keeps on messing with my boy, man. He's really getting me heated." They would sit back down as I was explaining. You guys did very good. Now, yes, there's gonna be dorms implemented already. If you didn't read the fine print on the school. Yeah, it was literally on the entrance. I don't know why the school has a fine print, but it does. So, you would know that the dorms were coming eventually, but now that the villain attack came, it's coming even faster than it was before. So, pack your stuff, go home, pack your stuff, and you'll be good. They would pack their stuff as they would get their dorm. Deku would have a bunch of e-boy stuff in his room. I do not know what the hell e-boys have in their rooms, because I'm not no fucking e-boy. So yeah, he'll have a bunch of schools and shit, movies and shit. He would have like a dark ass room, but like they would understand like what's called like depression and shit. Juice World posters, X posters, shit like that. It's not depressing, but like or emo type shit. But like yeah, he would just be like a total rock star, literally. He'd be the whitest black nigga right now, bro. So they would go on training expeditions. And now we're going to skip a while. Hold on. Oh, sorry for another interruption, my guys. So, they were on training expeditions, like I was saying, and now we're gonna skip. So, Deku became friends with everyone in the classroom. Izumi would feel kind of sorry because how popular Deku was, and she would just be called like the little class lunatic, and she would literally get fucking exposed. She tried to hook up with every nigga in class 1A. They all declined that bitch. First, she's Deku's sister, twin sister. That's just fucking gay. Second of all, she's a thought, bro. She's a thought, bro. She was trying to thought in the class. All Might's regretting the decision. She should have just gave the quirk to Mario. He should have stopped playing around. And yeah, he's realizing that Deku was the chosen one. Yup, he should have gave Deku one for all and shit. But Deku don't really care. This man just literally don't care about nothing. He's been hanging out with Uraka because, you know, Uraka liked Deku. But he's like, yeah, he like her, but like, he not making that shit known. Like, he trying to hide his feelings and shit, though. So we're gonna start. It's Saturday, right? So Deku will wake up, get dressed, and he would just go to the mall. He would be dripped out, go to the mall and shit. And as while he would go to the mall, he would see a woman about to get robbed. He's like, oh, hell no. Because he sees the nigga blicky on him, so he blitz over there, uppercut that nigga, take the nigga gun and hold this nigga at gunpoint. Everyone's like, yo, what the hell, this nigga got a gun? Oh fuck no. Yo, everyone's running and shit. Deku just slapped the nigga with a gun and dashed off. This is trending on the news. Everyone's like, there's a villain, green-haired boy villain. Wait, no, it's not. We looked over the camera footage, and this guy just saved some women, blah, 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 blah. So, Deku basically is getting, like, all the fucking famous shit. People, like, nah, he's a villain. Some people, like, yay, he's a hero. And shit like that. Deku really don't care, though. Like I was saying, Deku don't really care, though. Deku just pulls back up at the dorms looking drippy as fucking hell. He has a bunch of fucking bags on him. Looking drippy, right? No internet sensation, vibes like that. Inko's regretting her thoughts on why did I treat Deku so horrible. But Deku puts his bag down in his room as she would go outside in the backyard. She would just stand there as he will feel a tug around his waist. That's where I'm leaving it off, guys. Hope you like, comment, and subscribe, bro. I love y'all. Thank you for 30 fucking subscribers. That's fucking amazing. I fucking love fucking all of y'all. Yo, thank you. Help me grow. I love y'all. Peace out.